It says this hangout is on the air. Good morning, afternoon, or evening, everybody, depending on where you are. This is Len Mooney, and this is Lunch with Len on this is Thursday. Is it Thursday already? My God, where did this week go? Thursday, June 16th. That means we have Toxic Talk this evening. I guess I better get ready for that, huh? I'm behind. Oh, well. Hey, welcome aboard, everybody. Glad to have you here. Hello, who's over here? Got Christy and Chris. And as you can see, I've got Bill Moore over here on this side, and Buttons is here. Are we having tacos today? Hey, I brought Bill over. As I think you know, Bill's been through a bit of a nightmare with Facebook. And I thought we'd do two things. I'd like to learn a little bit more about what he knows about what happened and put a period on this segment of Bill's life because he's got his Facebook back up and running again. But talk to us, Bill. What in the hell happened?
Well,
damn good. It's a good thing you think it's funny, huh?
Yeah. You don't realize how much you depend on Facebook until you don't have it. And then I'm screwed. All my contacts are gone, you know. Instant chat's not there. All my Facebook groups are gone. Anyway, what happened was I logged in. I don't remember what day it was now. But anyway, a little pop-up came up and said, do you want to do a security check? I said, well, okay, I'll do a security check. But one of the features in there is that they want you to change your password. So I went down there and changed my password and everything. And the next thing I knew, I lost everything. So something happened when I initiated that new password. So what happened was I have a fan page and a personal page. The personal page address, I could get to it. It would come up. Everything was there except no groups, no instant messenger, and no post capability. I could not write anything. People could post to it, but I couldn't respond. I couldn't do anything. So then I started looking around for my fan page. Well, unfortunately, I did not realize unique name was for my fan page.
You didn't remember what it was?
No, I couldn't remember what it was. But I had a friend out there, thanks to Chris. She knew how to go find it because, let's see. I guess it was last year, Lisa Thompson set up a Facebook group and we're posting videos. And the idea was that you'd comment on 3 videos and then you'd post yours. Well, all this activity was on your fan page. So I told Chris to go look in that group and get my fan book name. So I went out and got my fan book name and typed it in and everything, and the page came up and everything. And I believe it was asking for username and password. It wanted me to log in. And I thought that was kind of strange. So I put the same password that I had for my personal page, and it didn't like it. So I ended up changing my password again. So I put my name and my new password, and they accepted it and everything. And guess what? My fan page popped up. Everything was there. I went back to my personal page. All my Facebook groups were there. Instant Messenger was working. Everything was back normal. So I don't know what happened, and I don't understand the linkage between the fan page and personal page as far as username and passwords. I don't know.
Well, that's interesting. And now there's a note from Chris that says all her stuff is missing right now. No groups or messenger. Did you get asked for a new password, Chris? Because that seems to be what initiated the issue with Bill. Um,
The biggest problem I had was I couldn't remember what my fan page ID was. Once I figured that out, I could change my password and everything worked.
I just clicked Chris over, see if she's going to bring tacos for us. And for the folks that are out in the galley there, anybody who wants to come over and join the conversation, come on in. I mean, so we all collectively rely on Facebook for so much that if it goes down, like Bill said, if your Facebook goes down, you're really screwed. So I thought it would be interesting for us to just spend a little time and try to analyze or understand what in the hell happened to Bill, and so maybe the rest of us learn something about what not to do, or. But let me interrupt Bill for a minute and ask Chris. Chris, did you bring tacos for us?
Sure. Here.
Okay. All right. Here. All right. Better watch where you sit them. It looks like there's a little dog back there that might eat the tacos for you.
Yeah, she's here whining at me.
So, Chris, what's happening with your Facebook account? It's down now too?
I don't know. I was over listening to Julie's training on that new Facebook button, and went out of that after leaving her a comment and refreshed, and everything was gone off the side. So no, there was no password or anything involved in it this time.
Now, I've seen on my page a couple times in the last couple of weeks, I've seen times when everything just didn't load properly, and it was a matter of, for me, it was a matter of a couple times I just rebooted my computer and everything came back fine. I think it was, my hard drive is right at the edge of crashing because it's overloaded, and I have a backup hard drive ordered waiting for me in San Diego. I've got to go pick it up on Saturday because I've got to unload my hard drive. So I believe I'm seeing some of this stuff, and the reason I'm putting this out there is that maybe you have the same similar issue. I don't know. I believe I'm seeing some of this kind of this stuff going on because my hard drive is so full that the system is having trouble accessing things.
Well, this is a brand new computer. I've hardly got anything on it yet, and
No.
I've refreshed and refreshed. I have not rebooted, but I can probably try it.
Huh. So Larry says he can't get his messenger to work.
I got one of these, Bill.
Yeah. That's a terabyte.
Yeah. I got a terabyte backup. What I gotta do is get a ton of videos off my hard drive so that it's just free up some space. So
I bought that because they couldn't get anything off my hard drive when my computer crashed. It's my own fault for not backing it up. I lost everything.
that's really ugly when it happens. It happened to me one time a long time ago. I had a backup hard drive here, but it was in my van, and the van got broken into, and it was one of the things that got stolen out of the van. So I lost my backup. That's why I got a new one ordered. Rick has nothing on the left side of his Facebook, no groups or anything.
Yeah, that's what just happened to me.
Is that on? That's on the personal page, right?
Yeah, that's on a personal timeline.
Yeah. Messenger's messed up too.
Well, my personal timeline is still here. The groups and things are over there. So that seems to be okay.
I wonder if Facebook is going through a place where they're backing stuff up and they take you down for a minute.
No, that's not right. They're back up automatically. You will never know what they're doing. They back up on the server side anyway. If they do backups, they have an independent network that's completely isolated from everything else.
Well, they're screwed up.
Well, let me come back to you, Bill, to the question. My understanding, and anybody out there who knows more than I do, which is probably everybody, jump in, correct me if I'm wrong. My understanding is, I mean, your Facebook, your personal name, your personal account has your login name and password.
Right.
If that isn't working properly, then it's likely that the fan page isn't going to work properly at that point because the fan page is linked to your personal account. You cannot have a fan page if you don't have a personal profile or a personal account.
That's right. But
Yeah, but here's my problem. My personal page was working. I could bring it up and everything, but I did not have my groups, or I couldn't post.
and when you went to, you know, when you click on your name to go over to see what you yourself were posting, it was some other picture, some other guy, some other Bill Moore over there.
Yeah, because it looked to us like you'd been hacked, hijacked, whatever it was.
That's what I first thought. But the problem was I did not know what my fan page username was. My Facebook account is working fine. Chat Messenger is working good.
Rick says he doesn't have anything on his left side. Oh, you read that, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, mine's working good. I have no problems today.
Well, I hope mine comes back soon.
So I guess the conclusion of this is that we don't know what happened, and the one thing that really bothered me in your story, Bill, is that it asked you to change your password, and that's when everything seemed to spiral out of control.
No, it wasn't a password. It asked me to do a security check, and one of the options you get into a security check 2 or 3 pages into it, they want you to renew your password, change your password.
Right, but that's when everything sort of spiraled out of control for a while, or seemed to.
Yeah, that's when I lost it in that process.
Now, did you end up with a new password?
Yes.
Okay. I guess I'm out of questions or out of things to say or else.
What I ended up doing is using the same password that I use on my personal page. You know, when I log into Facebook, I use that password.
Well, yeah.
I assume those 2 passwords had to be the same. Now, I don't know if that's a good assumption or not.
What do you mean 2 passwords?
Fan page and personal page.
Well, the fan page per se doesn't have a password. It links off the personal page.
Well, when I got my fan page back, it wanted me to change my password. I had to go and put a new password in, and when I did, I got access to my fan book page again.
You mean you got access to your personal page again? Yeah.
Yeah, that's when everything came up.
Yeah.
My fan page came up, then I went over and looked at my personal page, and everything was back normal.
Okay. Well, I still stand on what I said. There's only one password, and that's the password for the personal page. So when you were trying to access your fan page and it told you to re-enter your password or to change your password, it was because your whole account was sitting there screwed up.
Yeah, but I went back and used the same password that I just set up on my personal page a couple of days ago. You know, that started this whole mess.
Yeah. Jackson says his looks normal, but he's got heavy security measures intact since his account was being hacked every other day, and he was attacked 8 times over the last 3 days.
Wow.
Wow. Awesome. Awful. Huh. Okay. Well, I guess there's.
Yeah, that's good.
I don't know that there's anything more to say about Facebook, and I don't know. I guess the thing that bugs me, and I think probably should bug all of us, is that and I don't have an answer. I'm just putting this out there as a sort of a group thought. We are so freaking dependent on Facebook for everything. And I know I am. I mean, God, I don't know what I would do if I lost my Facebook account. I guess I'd start over somewhere. MySpace? What's the Chris? You're better at this than I am. You know more than I do. What's the alternative? Is MySpace still out there, or what would you do if we lost our? Is there a place we should be backing this stuff up?
No.
You know, you can back it up on your computer so that you can restart it again. But like when Bill and I were talking yesterday, we've both been on there. I've been on there since July of 2007. To start over again would just be a nightmare.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, Jack, you want to come over and join the conversation, or are you happy sitting out there in the sidelines?
MySpace is still there. In fact, I was on there the other day because they sent me a message saying I needed to change something.
Who's that? MySpace?
MySpace.
Yeah, they're still there. Yeah.
It's mostly music.
But it just...
Yeah, Jackson, that's called two-factor authentication.
It's called what?
Two-factor authentication, having Facebook send you a code to your cell phone.
Okay. Well, yeah. I don't have that option right now sitting here in Mexico with this cell phone. So.
Well, you can either have them email it to you, or you can have it sent directly to your cell phone, either one.
Yeah.
So you have that option.
Oh, okay. Where do you find that function in Facebook?
In the security tab somewhere.
Security? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Alrighty. Anybody else have anything to say about Facebook, or are we sort of done with it for the moment? You come over? All right.
You know what? I'm wondering if we ought to start backing everything up over on Google Plus. They're trying to keep it alive.
That's an interesting thought.
You can't back up Facebook groups or your
Well, that's true. That's true.
Messenger. You can't back that up. Facebook has to do that. They keep all that data.
I mean, basically, the bottom line is that we're really all screwed. We're so dependent on Facebook that if it goes down, we're screwed.
Well, no, the point is you have to look at Facebook infrastructure. You know, they got data centers around the world.
Yeah.
If they lose a data center, there's other data centers that have the information.
Well,
It's mirrored across data centers. Same thing with Amazon. Amazon is even bigger on their infrastructure.
Christy says she likes to post content across the different platforms, not just Facebook. That way, if anything ever happened to Facebook, I wouldn't be totally dependent and ruined. Well, yeah, no, I understand that. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Absolutely, for sure, Christy. Yeah, you're right. You're right. So.
Well, there are communities over on Google Plus too.
Yeah.
But it's not the same.
Yeah.
What you got, Jack?
Oh, I was interested in. I just wanted to say about that too. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Absolutely.
I just wanted to say about the what Bill called two-factor authentication. Is that what you said? Authentication.
Yes.
That's saved my butt so many times. I mean, of those Chris Schaus remembers. For a while there, just every other day or at least twice a week, I lost a whole computer, and because of it, it like came. There's some, first of all, and Bill, you sound like you know a lot more about this than I do, but when you're communicating on Facebook Messenger, there's programs that they can look behind that and actually see the DOS or whatever you see the code, see your IP. And then attack you that way. Isn't that right, Bill?
Yeah, if they can get your IP address, but you can go to a VPN and mask your IP address.
Who does that? Who does it on Facebook?
I certainly do it.
I'm running a VPN. I can change my IP address on the fly if I want.
Right.
But the other thing, you need a firewall. And you will screen your ports. In other words, if you get some strange activity coming in on a port, you'll get an alert immediately.
Yeah, that's
Somebody's sniffing or trying to get into your computer.
Yeah. See,
how do you do that? I don't know how to do that, Bill. I mean, if you know how to do that, maybe that's maybe that's something we ought to have a training on. You know, I think that was a question. I'm not sure.
No, I think it's a good. That's a good question. I mean, it's not as hard as it sounds. I don't think there's a lot of even there's some good free software you can get out there, can't you, Bill, to do that sort of.
Komodo is a good firewall program, and it's free.
What is it?
How do you spell it?
He doesn't know how to spell.
Oh.
Yeah.
Those rocket scientists, they don't teach them how to spell.
Komodo. Komodo.
C-O?
Komodo. I think that's what the name of it. Let me take a look.
Okay.
I'm not using it on this computer. I use another program.
Komodo Dragon?
Komodo. That's right. Komodo.
K-O-M-O-D.
No, I use Komodo.
Oh, it is a C-O.
Yeah, just do a search on that, and they have a free and a paid.
Okay.
The free version is what I'm running on my other computer.
Okay, you're right. Free internet security and antivirus solutions.
Yeah.
So here is
All right.
here is the here's the actual website. But that might be worth taking a look at.
Oh, absolutely.
Your operating system has a built-in firewall. You can either enable or disable that. If you disable the one in the OS, you have to enable Komodo. So you have one or the other. You can't run both.
Well, speaking of operating systems, let's look at that for just a moment. Now, I'm still sitting here on Windows 7, and it's been suggested to me. Well, frankly, Laura Slowinski is the one that told me this. She's pretty technical savvy, by the way. She loves the technology stuff, and she rolls up her shirt sleeves and digs in. Pretty impressive. But she's the one that told me that Windows 7 is actually no longer supported, and that we really should. I don't know if she said we should be moving to Windows 10, but does anybody else? What's your experience? Are you on Windows 10, Bill?
No, that's not true. Windows 7 will be supported through end of life, which is, I think, 2020 or something, or 2019.
Really?
Yes. You have to go out to Microsoft site and look for end of life. But there is too many computers running Windows 7 right now. A lot of people have taken a look at Windows 10, and they will not run Windows 10. They'll go back to Windows 7.
I thought it was Windows 8 that people didn't like.
They don't like. Well, no, Microsoft dropped
it. They didn't like
Windows 8. Microsoft is only supporting Windows 8.1.
Right.
I'm running 10 and I like it. It's not that bad.
Now, my wife's computer had Windows 7 on it, and Microsoft automatically updated to Windows 10. So Windows 10 is on her computer.
Okay.
Now, I'm running a program on mine that will prevent Microsoft from automatically updating to Windows 10. I'm staying on Windows 7.
Okay.
I have a program that blocks that, where Microsoft can't install that, because that's what Microsoft is doing right now. They are on their automatic update cycle. They're pushing out Windows 10 to everybody.
Yeah, you know, Christy got a new.
Someone's got a bad uncle.
Someone's got a bad uncle.
A bad uncle.
Echo.
Oh, that's probably better than a bad uncle. She got a tablet and she did that, Bill, and she ended up having to restore the whole thing because when she got there, it's like the drivers and all the necessary. They updated her to Windows 10, but all the stuff that she needed, driver camera, driver mic, driver sound, was missing. and it was like you have to go and buy that a la carte or something like that. What a bunch of BS that is.
Okay.
That's the problem. When Microsoft comes out with a new operating system, there's no way in the world that they can go back and make sure they have all the drivers updated. That's why when you buy a new computer, it comes with Windows 10, because it has the latest drivers for Windows 10.
Mm.
Because the manufacturers make sure that it's, installed that way.
Yeah, they advertised as a free upgrade to Windows 10, but she did the free upgrade, and then nothing worked. I mean, absolutely nothing. So she had to restore it so she could go back to, I guess, Windows 7, and now it works perfectly fine.
Yeah, they had the same problem when everybody was running on XP and they went to Windows 7. A lot of the drivers did not work. It's the same problem.
I've heard a lot of people that have done that.
I want to apologize probably to Laura if I took her name in vain. I thought she told me that Windows 7 wasn't being supported any longer. Maybe I misunderstood. I'll have to go back and check. Didn't intend to misquote.
No.
But
Support for XP has been dropped. They dropped that some time ago.
okay.
And they dropped support end of life on all of IE browsers except for IE 11. And IE 11 will be the last IE browser because Windows 10 has a new browser name. I don't know what it's called, but it's a totally new browser.
It's called
So
Edge.
eventually IE 11 will die.
I say it's called Edge.
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
Okay.
But think about that security measure. I'm just saying the one you can do. You go into securities, Lynn, and you can have that happen. And what happens is then it registers your browser with Facebook. And if you log out and clean your computer, you have to do it again. So it's kind of a pain in the butt. But I had, like, over the last 3 days, at least 8. And from all over the place coming in. So you had somebody try to log in from New Jersey. Well, I mean, as far as I know, I wasn't in New Jersey, so that wasn't me. And then Buenos Aires and California, and so and each time Facebook just shut it down, and they completely shut it down. And then they send me that code, and you can have it emailed to you as well. But that saves your butt. And then I log in. It's no one can remotely log in, and so that there has saved me a lot. I believe, because when it happened that way before, and I nearly lost my account on multiple occasions.
Yeah, you have to have a good password too.
What's
Yeah.
that, Bill?
You have to have a good password.
Okay. Well, probably time for me to change my password once again anyhow. All right, folks. Well, look, it's 1 minute to 12. Let's wrap this up. It's been interesting. I don't know if there's any real conclusion except to heighten our awareness about our security with Facebook and this double thing. I'll go to my security right away and look for it, Jackson. Thank you for that tip, Jackson, Bill, everybody.
Yeah, Lynn, that Lynn likes to fly probably was never a good password anyway for you.
Well, I changed it to Len like sex.
Oh, okay.
And
No wonder I couldn't hack it. Damn it.
I think the next new one is going to be Len needs Viagra.
Lynn needs.
Well, you know how it is as you get older.
Well,
But
I'm
maybe you don't know how it is. You're not older yet.
Yeah, he's not old enough.
There is a girl over here,
Yeah, well, they make it for girls too.
I assume you understood that. I mean, it's not like foreign material to you, Chris. Yeah. Anyway.
Ladies and gentlemen, come back in a half an hour when we start with Viagra with Lynn.
All right. Hey, listen.
I am laughing.
Don't forget we got Toxic Talk at 6 o'clock tonight, and we're gonna take apart canola oil. And I'm gonna tell you, I'll just give you a preview here of this, and that is that I am absolutely blown out of my mind, shocked by what I learned in researching canola oil. Whoa, dude, you don't want to be using it.
Dude.
And
the nice thing about it, Lynn, is that you know, a lot of these companies that call themselves healthy or natural or whatever, you look in there and their oil base is canola, and so by default they're a GMO. But I can't wait. I'm excited for tonight.
yeah. Well, yeah. Let's talk about it tonight. We're gonna have to do a little chemistry lesson tonight. So it's gonna get to be a little hairy for some people, but this is pretty interesting stuff. So anyhow, hey, that's it. Anybody else have anything? Otherwise, we're gonna shut her down and go have some. You save me a talking, Chris?
Yep.
Okay. We'll be right over.
She's eating tacos as she's talking.
That's why the camera turned off. She got us tacos down her throat fast enough that we couldn't get one if we showed up there. She got them all.
No, I saved one.
All right.
See you later.
All right. See you later, folks. Bye.
Bye.
For now.